Hey guys, welcome back to my video. This video is going to be, I guess, either a combination, I haven't fully decided yet, of being uploaded to my IGTV, which is at Oz Disney, or my YouTube channel, which is Derek Chai Media. And in this series of videos, I just wanted to bring you my perspective of what it's like to run a small business during these very difficult times, during this pandemic, in which you can't really tell when the end is in sight. Just wanted to have a chat to you about what you could potentially do to keep your business afloat, because realistically there's a lot of people right now who are out of work. There are a lot of small business owners who may not make it through to the other side of this pandemic, and I thought I would just give you my 2 cents from 2 different perspectives, I guess. I'm actually thinking of titling this series If I had previous experience in that particular industry. I will talk to you about my thoughts and my feelings of how I would try and navigate my business through this really difficult time, and how I could potentially work on making the business bigger once the pandemic recovers. And from the other point of view, especially if I've got no personal experience in actually running or be part of that small business that's in that field, I wanted to give you my thoughts on a perspective of a potential client or a customer, and what I would hope or like to see, and what would make me want to subscribe to your service, book you for a session, buy your product, and what have you. And hopefully these videos will bring you some value and keep you going through these really difficult times, because despite everything, despite the losses, despite the fact that a lot of us are out of work, there are things that we can do right now to put ourselves in a better position once this whole pandemic is over. And I'm really of the thought that there is going to be some massive opportunities at the end of this. I really think that once this is all over, the playing field is essentially going to be leveled, and you're going to be in a position where you may be able to compete with your bigger rivals, just because you've done the work during this time to promote yourself and make yourself known, and just to remind your potential clients or customers that you are the one who can deliver a premium service even during this really difficult time. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this series, and let's get started. So in this episode of What If, or as I like to call it, If I Were, I wanted to talk to you guys about the fitness industry. Now, the fitness industry that I want to talk to you about right now encompasses personal trainers, group fitness instructors, gym owners, or all those areas where right now they're going to be finding it really difficult to sustain any sort of a cash flow. At least in my area, currently all the gyms are shut. Group training sessions are not permitted. Outdoor training, I guess, it's okay, perhaps on a very limited basis. You can only be with one other person, and you have to observe that 1.5 meter social distancing rule. So you can't actually physically touch your client and show them how to correct their form. So essentially, let's just call it what it is. Right now, the fitness industry, the personal trainers, group instructors, the industry is dead, and it's going to be really hard for you guys to get any sort of decent, meaningful cash flow at this time. So as a personal trainer, what can you do right now to try and keep your business afloat and potentially set yourself up for a better position later on? Now, speaking from personal experience, I used to be a Cert 4 qualified personal trainer, and I have done some training of one-on-one clients and so forth. And the thing that has always been really apparent to me is that there is a really big kind of variation in the quality and the skill of personal trainers. The courses that are offered, I mean, when I did it about 10 years ago, it was kind of a very trendy thing, and there were heaps of institutes and academies and all this kind of stuff offering personal training certificates. It wasn't really hard to pass them. Personal trainers don't often appreciate, now I'm not saying this is in all cases, but in some cases personal trainers don't appreciate that there is a huge difference between training a fit 25-year-old male athlete and training a 70-year-old client who has multiple medical issues, including potentially orthopedic stuff, respiratory, cardiac, and they just don't seem to understand that different training methods are required. I've seen so many young personal trainers who think, after paying some money and doing a year or so of some online degree, you get this right, I guess, to charge people $50, $60, $70, $80 or more to train them. And instead of been so grateful and been able to put yourself in a position where you can actually make a difference. A lot of trainers just go through the motions. They spend their time on the phone taking selfies and not really looking after their clients and watching their form. It's quite disconcerting to a client when they're trying really hard and they're just not getting anywhere, and then they see their 25-year-old trainer eat hamburgers all day and still have like 7% body fat. So it's really important that you can empathize with your client and work out what it is that they need. Now, as I said earlier, that the fitness industry in its pure form is currently dead. There's not really any way to physically, personally train anyone right now, and a lot of trainers have, I guess, moved on to an online methodology where they're trying to charge, or they're trying to maintain their current clientele and charging them for online training. This is kind of fraught with difficulty because personal trainers are personal trainers, and they're often not overly aware of what it takes to maintain an online persona, and it's really difficult when you're not a professional photographer or videographer trying to get good quality content to upload for your clients to follow. It's very easy to say, yeah, I'll make an exercise video, a training video, but there are so many training videos that are available for free on things like YouTube. One has to ask, why would a potential client, even an existing client, want to continue to pay a trainer when they can't see them physically and they can't see them and do stuff with them one-on-one? And the only answer is to deliver a personalized service. Right now, a generic video 30-minute workout isn't going to cut it, and you're going to have to tailor stuff specifically for your clients. And that's when things like video conferencing may come in useful, things like Zoom, FaceTime, Google Hangouts, or whatever you prefer to use, where you can actually be with them kind of virtually, and then you can actually watch them exercise and you can actually make a judgment of whether they're using the right techniques and stuff in real time. And I think that's currently the only way that you're going to be able to continue your business the way you want to continue it. As I said, you've got to differentiate yourself from the free training videos that are available. Not only are they free training videos, they're free nutritional videos, they're free motivational videos, and they're readily accessible by anyone who has a computer or a smartphone. So the only reason that they're going to want to stick with you is for you to be able to deliver something that's personal and something that's tailored specifically for them. And I'm going to say this in a lot of other videos too. Now is the perfect time to give them your origin story, to give them some of your own personality. Tell them why you chose to become a personal trainer, what you want from it, why you want to help people, how you can help people. It's just going to help you develop your brand. It's going to help you market in the future. There are still going to be people who are watching these videos right now, and potentially more, because a lot of people are cooped up at home. They're thinking about starting a fitness program. A lot of people are going to become really unhealthy at the end of this because of their inability to do any exercise. And when the pandemic is over, there's going to be a rush. I can imagine right now that when gyms are finally open and when it's deemed safe, and when the clients redevelop a confidence that it's safe to go to the gym and they're not going to get corona when they go to the gym, these gyms are going to be rammed, they're going to be packed. There's going to be a lot of people looking for professional training to help them get healthy again, to try and help them lose that 10 kilos that they've put on, because all they've done in the last 6 months is sit on the couch eating potato chips and watching Netflix. There's probably going to be a significant delay, because it's going to take a while for the people to redevelop their confidence, to feel that it's safe to be sharing equipment with other people. But when that happens, I believe there's going to be a huge run on gym memberships, there's going to be a huge run on booking personal trainers. And this is where you could potentially market yourself right now. Not in the sense that you're going to sell stuff, because right now there's not many people who are going to want to commit to you. There's not many people who want to be able to devote $80, $90 an hour to book a personal trainer for a session that may happen at some point down the future. And a lot of people who may have lost their jobs may not have that disposable income, but you're in a perfect position to market yourself as a brand, as a trainer who does something different, as a trainer who cares, as a trainer who can deliver results. And again, let me stress, this is not the time to be offering big sales and discounts and trying to grab people, because people aren't spending money right now on this kind of stuff. One of the things with any service-based business is, why would I, for example, as a customer, call you, hire you, use you if you're not the elite or the top of your field? Everybody wants the best. It's just a matter of the fact that not everybody can afford the best. And the perception of the best can also be a little bit of a question, because people who charge the most are not necessarily the best, but they're able to command those fees, whether you're a personal trainer, whether you're a wedding photographer, whether you're a lawyer. People can charge it best because they have the reputation that they can get the job done. And if you can somehow position yourself and your brand to follow that lead, to show them that you are the one that's going to help me or whoever the potential client is lose that weight, you're far ahead of all the others who are just saying the same stuff. Pay me money, I'll help you lose weight. That stuff is so generic that it's not going to make you stand out. The fact that you're showing care, that the fact that you're trying to help a potential client, even though right now they're not paying you any money, it's going to make your brand stand out. It's going to make someone, not all, but it's going to make some of these people want to hire you when the opportunity comes, whether it's a year down the track or whether it's 2 years down the track. They're going to think, this guy, Mark, or this girl, Julie, gave us all this free information on the internet. We were able to use this information whilst we were in lockdown. Even though we didn't achieve the goals we want, we were kind of on our way. They kept us motivated, they kept us spirits high, and now that we have the opportunity, I'm going to book that person to be my trainer. And that's exactly the mindset you need to have right at this time, so that you're creating a brand and people are going to desire when this is all over. Now, how are you going to keep your business afloat during this time? Well, it's difficult because, as I said, a lot of people, not just personal trainers, have lost their job, have been furloughed, apparently is the term that you get, where you just kind of put off until business gets better. And the only way you can do that is either trying to find some ongoing cash flow, potentially with online training, but it's got to be really personalized. You got to cut your expenses, cut expenses, get rid of anything you don't need, not only in the business but also in your personal life. Is there subscriptions? Is there coffees you can go without paying $5 for? Is there a watch that you don't need to buy? Are there new clothes that you don't need? I know that the fact that personal trainers rely a lot on their body image, so you got to keep fit as well. You can't let yourself fall in the trap of joining everyone else, sitting on the couch eating potato chips and Netflix, because your body and your appearance is really critical if you're a personal trainer. So you've got to stay motivated yourself. And what better way than to create videos of you working out and showing them what you're doing during this time when you can't go to the gym. How are you going to keep your muscle mass? How are you going to keep your body fat low? How are you going to eat well? How are you going to continue to stay motivated? These are the videos that people want to see right now. People need entertainment, they need information, and they need a release. They don't want to spend the whole day watching news about COVID because it's everywhere. Anything you can do to keep people entertained right now is the way to go. Because trust me, when this is all over, you don't want to find yourself in the same position as you were before, because there's going to be a lot of people who have got so much spare time now. They're going to do loads of stuff to upskill themselves. They're going to make their businesses more efficient. They're going to make their websites look better. They're going to get their social media on point. And you need to be one of these people. You need to brand yourself. You need to market yourself. You need to get above all the other competitors that you had prior to this. And the world right now is rely on positive, motivating trainers like you, because there is so much negativity, there's so much depression, there's so much fear in this world, that if you can make a difference right now, I guarantee you your business will be rewarded once this pandemic is over. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that it's a really tough time and I wish you guys all the best. I hope you guys stay safe, follow the rules of your local government, because we are in this together. We all need to work together to get through this. But from a personal point of view, I just think to get your business to another level, there is no better time, because a lot of people are going to just be sitting here wallowing, not doing anything to make their business grow, not having any plans about what's going to happen once the pandemic is over. And if you can do that, you're going to be well ahead of your competition. So I wish you all the best, and I'll catch you next time in another video. If you like it, please leave me a thumbs up, a comment if you have anything to contribute, or if you just want to ask a question or just to say hi, and consider subscribing to my channel. And I'll catch you next time in another video. Have a good day, have a safe weekend, and I'll see you soon.